All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Houston Texans. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
29, Alpha.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
White.
Now White. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. The Texans and Patriots met in the divisional round of the playoffs 2 years ago. The Pats won that one, but they also met in one of the better games of the regular season last year. The Pats won, but it was in pretty dramatic fashion.
How about Deshaun Watson, his second start in the NFL for the Houston Texans? He went toe-to-toe with the master himself, Tom Brady, didn't he? But in the end, you know how it always turns out, right?
Brady did his thing, found Brandon Cooks for a 36-33 win. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 30. Yard line. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Regular. Tough. 29, Alpha. White. Goal 50.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Shotgun now for Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. Brady finding Hogan on third down, and the Patriots able to convert. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Brady now on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Pats have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays. Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs. And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Down. Back 22. Back.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Watson. Pass incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit. Line of scrimmage. And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass. They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult. So back-to-back. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 4. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats offense coming out, yet another Super Bowl run last year that, of course, came up short against the Eagles. But Charles Gronk is back. Tom Brady back. Do they have any magic left in the tank?
Of course they do. They're the New England Patriots, and until further notice, they run the AFC East, they run the AFC. That's just who they are. But in order for them to win a Super Bowl again, to get back there and take it this time, they'll need the continued play of Brady, the continued magic. But on defense, not just winning.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Patriots have it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Wait! 29! Alpha!
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. The first NFL touchdown run for Sony Michel. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans making their way out with some renewed optimism, really, in Houston for 2018. But, Charles, it all revolves around one word. It's something they didn't have in 2017. I'll give you a hint. It starts with the letter H.
And I'm guessing it's not Houston.
No, it's health.
You're exactly right. Great call there, partner, because health is what really doomed their season last year. Remember, they were the #1 defense in the NFL 2 seasons ago. Whitney Merciless, a terrific outside linebacker, hurt very early last year. The face of the franchise, J.J. Watt, hurt very early last year. And who would have thought a rookie quarterback by the name of Deshaun Watson would give them the spark, the optimism they were looking for, and then when he went down, there went the season.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tiger! Down! Move right!
To throw on second is Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Brady. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
So what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
From his goal line here, Watson setting up the screen from Miller. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Watson now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. John Simon in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's fielded at the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They were forced to punt last time. Now I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here. They can go ahead and do it.
On 1st down, Brady going for it all. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Wait 20. Wait 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Wait 20. Wait 80. Shadow. Ready.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. First catch for the All-Pro Gronk, and a first down.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And, look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
Wait 20. Sugar.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And they will run it with Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gronkowski. And it's now 21-0. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff to Miller. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Hey, blue lady! Blue lady!
They keep it with Miller on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's a give to Miller. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. The Texans on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, Alabama. Check it.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Check it. Out. Mike 29. Stop. Ready? 29 is the move. Ready, hit.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a dump off to White. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hand.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Watson. Room to run past midfield. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Watson now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That goes for a gain of 31. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, it's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10.
Regular. Go.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Green,
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A reminder, 4 more games set to kick off later this afternoon. Chiefs, Chargers, Seahawks and the Broncos, Redskins and Cardinals, and then the Cowboys against the Panthers. Brady going to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
20. Ready?
Shotgun now for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Andre Howe. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Richmond.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Black 22.
Watson on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And a short gain down to about the 33. There to stop him, Jawad Bentley.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he finds his man Griffin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Come back, come back.
On first down, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Richmond.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding
Tip the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
20. White 20. Check it. Hey, check 20. Go.
Now a carry for White. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
29, Alpha. Ozzy. Ozzy. 25, check 25. Blue. Dub. Quick it.
To throw, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
Alabama, 380.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go on.
From the gun, Brady. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
You know, some teams use the running game just to bludgeon people. I think that Brady to Gronk does the exact same thing for them. Long, short, medium, they know how to connect.
In ways it's sort of revolutionized the quarterback-tight end relationship. They can go, as you've told me before, they go medium, they can go short, they go long.
And the way that Gronk is used, he's not just a tight end. Oftentimes they'll put him on the backside of formation as a single wide receiver, and he runs routes exactly that way.
Goal 50. Here we go.
Brady now on first down. That's complete. It's Gordon. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with White. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go. One play at a time now. Hey, Alabama, Alabama. Right. Go. Wide.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Alpha. Go. Sugar.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. 22 by 22. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ozzie! Ozzie! One play at a time now!
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots are pouring it on. And now it's blocked. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
You got 4. You got 4. Check 4.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw is Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Taking it about the 36. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Here's White. And an alley to run. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Sugar! 54! Go! Let's go out. No, 66. Check it.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to